And we're live. Hey guys, welcome in. We're gonna put the intro here up in a second, but I wanted to give you guys all a chance to sit down, relax, maybe grab a cocktail, because this is going to be a show that you want to stick around for.
Yes. Yeah.
Here we are. Welcome in. We do a short intro. This is Comic Book Women, and this week, to celebrate tomorrow being Valentine's Day, the girls and I thought it would be appropriate to talk sexy, hot covers.
Mm-hmm.
And
we need
the 16 of you waiting, so thank you guys for being patient. Before we jump into that, let's keep the comments appropriate. Let's keep it tame for the most part. And shout out to Cover Price. They are our sponsors, and Bird City Comics. There's a code in the description if you want to try Cover Price out. I promise you won't be disappointed. And Bird City Comics has a Feral #1 book launching tomorrow. It is oh my God, Nimesh Patel. Oh my God.
Thank you. Our Valentine.
Kisses. Oh my God. Thank you, Nimesh. Girls, blow kisses. We love you. Thank you so much. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, Bird City Comics Feral launching tomorrow. The response on that book has been really, really good. So make sure you guys are subbed to the text line so you get an alert when it goes live. Wow, Nimesh. Feeling the love.
Our sponsor, Nimesh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's just dive right in, shall we?
Yeah.
Before we go in, that sounded not right for this show. Before we dive into the content here.
Jen made a face. Jen never made it. Always goes over Jen's head, and I
didn't mean it that way. Before we fully dive in here, are you guys excited for Valentine's Day? Do any of you celebrate?
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I'm like answering right away, and I'm. Before you even ask anybody, but
you're fine.
I'm just so excited for tomorrow. I love Mark Anthony. I love his music. Since I was little, and Sam got me for Christmas tickets for my Mark Anthony, which is tomorrow, and I'm extremely excited. I know I'm gonna be crying and everything because I'm a huge fan of his music. So Valentine's Day, it's just perfect, and so I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's fun. I know some people despise the holiday, but
yeah.
All right, we're talking too much.
I used to, when I was single for a long time, I would tell my friends Happy VD Day.
Right. Wait, why?
I was a little salty, and then they're like.
It stands for venereal disease. That was an STD.
That one went over Lucy's head this time. She was just talking shit about how it goes over yours, and Lucy's like, "Wait, why? What's wrong with that? It's abbreviation. It's great."
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Your friends get the clap.
All right. So first up, guys, if you're new to the show, welcome in. This is Comic Book Women. We're live every Tuesday. So the one on the right is my pick. I'm going to talk about this real quick before we do the left. So popular teenage love #10. This is L.B. Cole, who's quickly becoming one of my favorite cover artists. I blame Lance over at Gold Key Comics for that. So I did not know this. Call me naive, but I did not know that there's niche collecting in this hobby for spanking. You can find these books and they have panels where it's just bent over the lap. Yeah, spanking's a thing. And I might be ignorant to that, but I did not realize that there's such a demand for these type books. It's actually listed that way if you go to try to find any of them. So if you own this book, you're aware that one of the interior panels has some kinky little spanking in it. So I figured that was...
they're teaching you how to do it right, or...
No. It's usually they're reprimanding. The girls usually you're such a beast. She uses, a lot of them use the word beast, but yeah, he's just in there smacking the ass.
Let me guess, who wrote this? A man?
Yeah. Well, weren't you allowed? You were allowed to spank your wife as long as it wasn't thicker than your thumb for a while, right?
What?
Thicker
Backstreet Girls.
Oh.
Yeah, like it was like a rule that you could hit your wife or spank your wife with a stick as long as it wasn't thicker than your thumb.
Wow.
Children were property for a long time.
That too, yeah. So, anyways, that was my pick, and it's just stunning cover art. Like I was already saying, LB Cole is amazing. So that's my pick. What do we have on the left?
So it is Sunny America's Sweetheart from 1947. Al Feldstein is the cover artist. It's from 1947. So I figured when you picked this, when you picked the popular teen age. Oh, that's another thing. When you look for this comic that you picked, you have to type in popular teenaged. I typed in Secrets of Love and could not find it.
Am I the one that annoyed you pre-show? Then it was me, huh?
No, it was. There's 2 or 3 comics that I couldn't figure out. Like,
teenage is like just 2 separate words, or teenager.
Yeah, but this is just one of them that I was like. So if you're looking for this one, it's often a popular teenaged number 10.
Okay.
So why did you pick Sunny? Why did you pick that one? Because like the way that she's like her leg is up and like, I mean, it is kind of a weird position. Like her leg is up and then he's like kind of.
He's obviously checking out the goodies, right?
Yeah, that's why he's giggling. He's being a dirty dog.
Also a redhead. And one of the people on the panel really likes redheads. So I was like, okay, I'll do a early 1947 redhead. And then also you're about to see why.
Thank you.
All right. Let's keep moving.
Ninjas are naughty.
I know this is a naughty show. Hey, we warned you guys before you got in. All right. So the left-hand side, we're looking at a very good going for $636. That is insane, with a 6.5 capping out or over $2,500. On the right, the Love cover by LB Cole is going for $960 in fine condition, and a 5.0 sold for $552. I will say this. I actually went online and was trying to find one because I want to own it. And a 4.5 was listed at $650.
Wow.
So I think that I think LB Cole covers are just going to continue to grow in popularity. So
1950.
I know.
And
that's going to be 75 years ago. Pretty soon.
Holy. You know what it makes me think about when I see this Love comic? Like, you know how everybody's like kumbaya over there and the fire, and these 2 over here making out. That's how they die. I bet you if it was a horror movie, they're the first ones to die. Just saying.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The dirty teenagers.
First rule, right?
Go.
Wow. All right. Next up. Ooh, we're getting some foreign kinkiness here. Lucy, what's on the left?
So the one on the left is Águila Solitaria. And it says, prefiero morir que soportar el tormento. And he's saying, confía en mí. So she says, I'd rather die than suffer the torment. And he says, trust me. And I picked this one because, not only because it's, Spanish, like it, en español, Mexican comic. But I was searching, like I wanted to search something, I couldn't think. My brain kind of went blank on like hot covers. And when I just I looked up, hot covers or sexy covers and stuff like that, and this came up right away, and I was just like, what's this? So I started looking this up, and it's a comic came out around 1976. I couldn't find any prices for this one. I did find one from a different
number
issue, a different number, and it was pretty cheap. It wasn't going for that much.
10 to 14.
Yeah, with the shipment including and stuff like that. So it wasn't so bad. But this one, it's and then on the right, Calimán, and I like that Jen put them together because Águila Solitaria was created by Victor Fox, the pen name of Hector González Dueñas, is the same man who also wrote Calimán, originally published by Editorial Racana, the alter ego of Promotora of Calimán, and they share the same ghostwriters and artists of Calimán. and Orion and Arandu and other characters. While it was written by several people, only Victor Fox was credited for this. So I like that she picked. And Calimán has a lot of good covers too.
What does it say though? It's driving me nuts. What does that bubble say?
It says "Solo derrumbo el puente." Oh, which one?
Yeah, but what does that mean in English?
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Solo means by itself, right?
Lograré detener a Lara.
Black spider.
Oh, he said that he will destroy the bridge so they can stop the Black Widow.
Ooh, I was close. I said black spider.
But
okay.
Yeah.
So I had to find. So Calimán was because Lucy, you sent your pick, and I was like, okay, I can't find a price for it. I need to find something else that's comparable. And Calimán. So this is issue 288. So I probably should have reached out to some foreign guys to ask some questions. I pegged this 70s, 80s.
I did, Jen.
What? Oh no! I mean Calimán. Like I should have asked the foreign guys like the date of release for 288. Oh. So it's 288. It's around 70s, 80s. And as a kid, I had a cousin from Colombia that would always be like Calimán, and like would like run around and like.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like I actually I never heard of Águila Solitaria, but Calimán, yeah, I feel like he was more famous than Águila Solitaria. And again, Águila Solitaria, he was a Native American child who's identified, like he didn't know his tribe, but was adopted by another one. And but Calimán, that's the one that I knew. And then, but yeah, I reached out to Josh to see if he knew about that one, if he knew the top of his head, but he didn't. So he's like, I can find out for you. But I'm like, I found some information, but I just want to know if he knew prices, but I guess he hasn't heard of this one.
They're not, these two are, if you go on eBay, there's none that's currently like listed and none that's currently like sold for these two issues specifically.
Damn, does anybody in the chat own one? So, okay, Lucy and Jen already know the answer. Sarah, if you had to go left or right.
I love the right. Yeah. I think that, I mean, they're both sexy ass covers, but that Calimán, yeah.
But I go with the love. It's just like, I mean, I don't know. He looks sexy to me.
I would go right too. I think there's something, I don't know what it is about having a sheer material over breasts versus just exposed breasts. It's just one of those things. I think it kind of goes with like the whole white wet t-shirt type deal. Like it's something very, very sexy about that. So yeah, I go right. Chat, let us know in the comments if you go left or right. Just put L for left, right for R. We have almost 50 of you here with us right now, so make sure that you are subbed to the channel if you're not already. Better yet, share us out so that more people join and give us a thumbs up so we know that you guys are enjoying the content. Let's check out the pricing. Oh, there is no pricing. My bad.
Yeah,
no, we can find it.
Okay, can't find it anywhere.
As host of the show, we're gonna say right. I win.
But if anybody ever finds these and pays for it, please, for the love of God, tag us and maybe save it for eBay save search.
I don't think anybody in the chat has it either. Nobody. They're all saying right.
No,
so right's winning. But imagine if
whatever.
I like the look right too. I like.
But you know what? The girl on the right, that she just kind of takes the show. Yes, I get it.
She's staring at you, Lucy.
She looks like Lucy's later pick.
Okay, I'm intrigued. All right, so next up,
you're right.
The one on the left is my pick, but I'll let Jen start with the one on the right.
Okay, here's the thing.
What?
Going forward, I try to pick things to entice the girls to change their pick.
She's being a tease, guys. She's teasing us with the right.
On the right, it's Madame Mirage #1 from 2007. I'm pretty sure it's Greg Horn cover, but I'm not positive.
His signature is pretty definitive. Well, So he has two signatures. He did that twirly one, or he would just write his full name.
I don't see
It
any
doesn't,
signature on the
it
cover.
doesn't strike me as Greg Horn, though.
The only other person it could be is Kenneth Rockefort.
Okay, Call Me Bruce. He has the one on the right. Do you know who the artist is?
Oh yeah, they call me Bruce. Do you know?
It doesn't look like Greg Horn to me. And I don't see a signature. So, yeah. Okay, but that is insanely sexy, Jen. So, mission accomplished. I love, love, love it. However, I'm sticking with my pick. Lost in Space Annual #1. This is the Joe Jusko cover, I should say, from 1992. Anthony's a huge space guy. He likes. We did a Lost in Space once. If you guys watched us with Bruce Timm cover, where she's like kneeling in front of the alien.
Mm-hmm.
He loves that combination of space and sex. And honestly, I kind of do too. There's something so vulnerable about these women that they're out of their element. It's beautifully done. The colors are exquisite. So yeah, I like yours, but I'm sticking with Lost in Space. Sarah?
Yeah, the right kind of reminds me of what's that really tall lady from Resident Evil? Lady.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I'm digging the Lost in Space. I like I like a good bondage cover. I'll just say it. I like a good bondage cover. I'm going with the left.
Lucy?
Well, sorry, Laura, but I'm gonna go with the right. I love the era, the outfits and stuff like that. And even though her boobs are popping out like that and her booty's up in the air,
What is that pose? Like that would be really difficult.
If you're trying to be sexy, I could see that,
a fedora.
But I just love like the hat tilted, and it's just like that smaller gun still, like it looks like she just killed some people because it's still smoke coming out of it. I really like that. I don't know. I think it's just very sexy. I like it.
I like what Brittany just said. The damsels versus the femme fatales. That is two different takes on sexy comics. But all right, well, let's take a look at the stats. So we have Lost in Space. Oh, that's who it's by? Kenneth Rockefort?
Okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you,
was awesome.
Thank you.
I said damsel. Oh, sorry. I made you blush. All right. Lost in Space is going for $27 and very fine. The Madame Mirage is going for $5 and very fine. So, Sarah, well done on your pick.
Yeah, Lucy? Just because I try to entice you doesn't mean that it will be worth more.
No, that was well played because that is gorgeous. I really like that. And for $5, you can't go wrong. All right, next up. Sarah, you're on the left.
I am on the left. So this is Uncanny X-Men 394. This came out in July of 2001. Some like modern sexy goodness. So what's interesting is this cover is part of the storyline. So there's a mutant named Warp. Jean and Wolverine get sucked into his mind. They're afraid they're going to die. And so this is their last kiss because they think they're going to die. I love Wolverine. I love the Wolverine Jean Grey story.
Yeah.
I love that they're mushed together. It's a sexy, passionate kiss. That's why I picked it.
And Jen's such a punk. She put you up against Mark Brooks, Jen?
Right?
Really?
Yeah, that's kind of dirty, Jen.
So again, to entice Sarah away from her pick, we have X-Men #6 from 2020. It's the Mark Brooks Black Queen Virgin variant. Because there's a cheaper one that is the same exact cover, but there's like a yellow thing at the bottom that takes away from the cover. So
you should have had that one.
This is tough. Mark Brooks is the god of fabric. He's the god of making these materials. Oh, he did that Scarlet Witch cover that I adore because of that. Lucy, left or right? We'll start with you.
I love Mark Brooks. I love that. It's such a beautiful, sexy cover. And I like that it's showing skin, but that it's not too much at the same time, like with the long boots and all that. But here's the but. that Wolverine cover, the way it's kissing, you can feel that passion in that. You can feel like, you guys ever kiss like that? Like when you just, yeah, it. I'm going with Sarah's pick. Sorry.
Everything Lucy just said, yes. If you've ever kissed somebody like that, and you're right, when he gently pulls your hair in the process, oh my God. I'm going with Sarah's. I go left. There's something about that whole.
Whoever's picking right, you guys don't know.
Right? You don't know. Absolutely.
Listen to the women. It's obvious. Go and pick. You guys, wherever you're at, go to your wife and your girlfriend and do this.
And
you're welcome in advance. Yeah, beautiful pick. All right, so let's see here. So the XMen is going for $3. Steal, a 9.8, $62. Mark Brooks is going for $12. So we're talking 4 times the value with a 9.8 going at $237. So monetarily speaking, Mark Brooks takes it, but I don't know. There's something about that. And even when like he lifts your leg that way, so
freaking Remo pulling her extensions.
I don't know if it's extensions. That looks natural. It looks pretty natural.
Right? She's got long hair. Look at, she's even grabbing his hair. Look at those muscles.
I was watching this show the other day. This plays into this. It was saying that the one thing men don't do, which they should do when they're kissing a woman. Can you guess what it is?
Grab her by the hair.
Oh, hell yeah, but that's not it. But yes.
I do not like being grabbed by my hair.
Not even a little. Not even a little.
I don't like that. No.
It's taking her face, holding her face. If you hold her face and then kiss her first, it's like, no, Jen?
Yeah, that's true. That has never.
Most guys don't do it. Most guys don't take the face.
Huh. Be like, what the if he touch you, what the fuck are you doing? Like, touch my face, dirty ass. I'm just kidding.
I can't trust you now anyway if you don't like a little tug of the hair. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
A gentle tug, not like ripping out handfuls like a
yeah. I don't know.
Anyway.
Are you guys learning anything?
Anyway, we're at almost 60 viewers. So Ant's gone. He went out with Gold Key tonight. So yeah. Anyway. Ooh, what do we have here? Hello.
So, the left is Lucy's pick, and the right, technically, when we did Sexuality in Comics show like a year and a half, 2 years ago, you picked the one on the right.
Yeah. So okay, my pick is Frank Cho, Digitaurus, and this one came out 2018, and I have this cover. Like I bought a few of these because I just thought it was so sexy. Like Frank Cho just does woman beautiful. It's written by Amy Chu. And right away as soon as I knew I wanted this cover because as soon as we said sexy, like that's what my head went. And it was like right away, this is the first one that my second one, it took me a little bit, but this one I knew I wanted this cover. Because even though she's almost naked, I don't know. It's just beautiful, sexy. And it somehow feels a little bit classy, but not, I don't know, not really. But yeah, that's my pick.
All right. Okay. So a couple things about mine. Faithless. If you guys have not read this series, it's incredibly R-rated. It's very kinky, which, okay, I'll confess, I like it. I like reading smut. It's kind of my thing, actually. I read books like that all the time.
Huh?
Do
you read Samana yet?
No. I've seen the covers. Are amazing. No, it's Samna. No, yeah, the distillery book.
Yeah.
Tula Lote did a cover for that, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like she's like having sex with a demon, maybe. Anyway, I'll probably read it. Like that's right up my alley. But then you pair that with Jenny Frison, which again, if you guys follow me or Sarah, we are huge fans. I honestly, she's my favorite artist. She's my favorite artist. Period.
We all like her. She's a favorite.
Yeah,
we all like her.
I collect a lot of
Okay, name her first cover.
Are you serious? We have done a show and it's Oz.
What is it?
The very first one's Oz or Transformers.
Or Hack and Slash. Well, it depends on when she was commissioned.
It's Hack and Slash and Voltron. All right, you guys may be in the club. I allow you in. You passed the test.
You did. Yep.
Anyways, the other part of why I like that cover is because a while back, I think it was Jen or Sarah told me that she was doing a Medusa print where it's like the snakes crawling up, and I didn't capitalize on that. And I've been kicking myself ever since because I would love to have that print, and it kind of reminds me of that. So you can get the cover, which is very similar to that print. So that was my pick.
Yeah, and I bought this one when it came out because I knew she was doing this.
Oh, a lot of places don't show it. They'll show the like pink board that is.
It's like in a poly bag.
It's in a poly bag, and this one, and
that's the other thing. I like the way that Jenny does boobs. The way that she draws boobs, they kind of like they just look like natural. It's not like when you have a female drawing female anatomy, it's so much better. I'm trying to think of one guy that would beat how Jenny draws a female, and I can't think of anybody.
Oh, no. Sway.
Sway's fantastic, but no.
Really?
Look at that looks like a real person.
I hate to say it, but I think Sway is a little Jenny Frison-ish. He's like very I'm not gonna say it, but it's very similar.
He's inspired by her. He's inspired.
How dare you, Campbell? No.
Dave Stevens, no. I mean, think of the Airboy cover. Her. Yeah, I mean,
Adam Hughes. That's another one. Someone said in the chat.
No,
really, no.
I say Cho. Yeah, I like Cho.
Cho's not bad. I actually agree with that.
Yeah. You know, Perillo is really good. Yes,
yeah.
Yes, he does very. Yeah. Believable woman. Yes.
Wait, Sarah, did you go left or right? Sorry, left or right?
I didn't say anything. I'm just admiring all the the boobies and the booty that I got to go up against. I love both of them. See, I'm stammering because I love both of them. But I would go with Jenny because it's sexy.
This fool, seriously? Okay, you were kidding with the camera, right?
He's busting our balls, so to speak. Okay, Cosmic One, DeCall. Yes, I'll give you that. DeCall does a pretty good job. He does kind of exaggerate the legs, though. Not that I don't like that. It's good. It works with his style, but the legs are always a little bit. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So Deja Thoris is going for $16 with a near mint at $18. That's a steal, especially if you could get him to do like a remark. Hey. On the right-hand side, we have $12 for a raw with a near mint going at $22. So these are pretty neck and neck, if you ask me.
Thank you.
What would you remark on the Deja Thor?
Huh?
Do you want me to answer that?
Laura said she'd have a remark put on it. I'm curious.
I don't know.
No, I will leave it like that. I wouldn't. Not on this one.
Autograph?
Have a little animal crawling up her leg, something to be under her
like
arm.
A snake.
Maybe like a little tattoo on her butt.
Wait, how expensive are Cho's remarks? I'm curious.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
I bet his penmanship or whatever you call it.
Yeah, but she said, Carla Cohen, she's
okay.
She's good too, but Laura was asking males, not females, because we know females they do good.
Yeah, you have to look in the mirror, right? It's like, okay, that falls there. This goes left.
That falls right.
I'm making Jen uncomfortable. We're moving forward. Sarah, on the left-hand side, what do you got?
That is Sweet Paprika number 12. This is Miracle Andolfo's baby. This is cover E. This is the hot cover. So this came out in September of 2022. I know we haven't talked about Miracle. I love her. Like, she's just boldness about like all, sexiness, and
she's empowered by it.
She is. My first comic book that I read by her, and it was illustrated, was Mercy, and it has a little, a sexiness, steaminess going on in there too. I want to read the Sweet Paprika. I've heard it's they're saying Sex in the City meets like Bridget Jones, and a pinch of Devils
Devil Wears Prada.
Thank you. And I just love that it's this passionate scene between like two people, and it's just sexy. It's steamy, sexy. It's pink. I think I love it. I just love it. It's sexy.
Awesome story, but it's going to be tough going against Art Germ. Jen, what do we have on the right?
So again, to entice Sarah away from her pick, we have Heat Seeker from the Gun Honey series. Number 1, it's Art Germ. It's the virgin, not foil, but it's the Probably should pick the foil though, because the foil was pretty cool.
Foil would be badass. All right, Lucy, what do you think?
Oh my god, this is a tough one because I really like Sweet Paprika, but then there's Art Germ. It's been the only thing I don't like about Art Germ is that I feel like I've seen that post many times when he does Woman. I feel like he has done the same, but it doesn't take away from like how beautiful it is and sexy and everything. I don't know. It's a tough one. I can't pick one. I really like both.
Can you think of an Art Germ where he shows the feet?
No.
I feel like all Art Germs are kind of like from the thighs up.
Yes.
Like or the knees, or they cut at the knees.
Maybe Emma Frost he did a while back. Did that show the feet? Because I get what Lucy's saying. It's always a very similar.
Shoot, now I gotta keep my eyes open because I don't know.
He does a lot of headshots. He does a lot of like torsos but yeah. Okay. Sweet Paprika is fantastic. We actually did an exclusive for this. Tula Lote did it, and it was awesome. I don't even own one anymore. We sold out of it. I don't have one. If any of you in the chat do, I want it. Well, I'm being serious. Like, I can't think of Art Germ really doing. I mean, I'm sure he has, but give me one in the chat without Googling it. What's an Art Germ cover that you can think of where it's like a full body?
I don't think I've seen any. I don't think
was it Catwoman ones where she's like upside down, or is that's somebody else? Do you know
that's that, but that's not really. I guess that counts. She's wearing the outfit, but yeah, that counts.
I mean,
I think his bread and butter is doing this composition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyway, let's take a look. So price-wise, we're looking at $5 for the Sweet Paprika on the left. On the right, the Art Germ's going for roughly $3. So both of these are pretty comparable. Both of them are attainable. Like Jen said, the foil of that Art Germ, I think, would be awesome. So,
I see. Okay, on this one, let me make my image. Like it says, like most common raw, like Art Germ is $8, right? But Image isn't that a lot cheaper? Oh wait, no, this one was $3.99. And what is this? Which book is this?
This is the Virgin. This is the Virgin. The Virgin.
For what? But for what? What book is it?
It's Gun Honey Heat Seeker.
Okay, never mind. So it is. What is it? Image? Is it still independent, right?
Yeah, it's independent. I think it's
But then it's sold for $5. Paprika $5, and this one it's sold for $3. So
it's from Titan.
It's higher.
A little bit of nipple would have helped Art Germ too. Just like a little bit would have been perfect.
I don't like it.
No?
It looks like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like
Doesn't do it for you, huh?
Fire going down her chest.
I feel like it's going up.
Or going up. Or
I feel like it was a Phoenix if it was Jean Grey.
Yeah. I thought it was a marble. I thought it was a marble. That's why I was asking. Yeah. I thought it was a marble.
Thought so too.
And Gun Honey's a tough cover to go up against. There were so many good ones for that series. I would not put this one in the top 5.
We have 55 watching, so make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave us comments after the show. Let us know what you guys think. If we miss any that you guys would like to see, let us know.
We'll do a part 2. Okay, on the left-hand side, what do we have?
Legion of Monsters, Satana from 2007. And then on the right is something that I came across. That's Dust Wars number 2 from 2010. And 50% sure that it's Paolo Parente is the artist.
Okay.
Went kind of more like a tough mechanic versus sultry something.
Tough mechanic, because that's just living in all of our fantasies right now. We're like, oh, tough mechanic. Actually, I would love somebody to change my oil for me. That would be great. Okay. Little note on the Legion of Monsters. She has no ass.
That's what I was looking
Oh, I
at.
didn't notice.
Like zero ass. It just kind of goes straight.
I did not notice her she's so skinny. How is she not tipping over? I think her legs are like holding her from tipping. No, not even that she should be.
Right.
And
When
her
it's just
hair
legs
should
versus
caught in
torso.
fire. Is her hair on fire? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I love Greg Land, but come on, Land, you can do better.
Just a
Especially
little bit of a curve for the butt, right? That would have been.
I never noticed, and now I can't unsee it.
I know.
I know that's the first thing I saw because I was like, it looks weird. Like, is she? Yeah.
He ran out of space, maybe?
No, there's a skull right there.
Remo is right though. She has amazing hair.
That's true.
Yes.
Big Remo. Yes. Yeah, she's the.
I agree.
Yeah. I think from the boobs, he should have added a little. Yeah. I mean,
What if she's like tilting it? Like, what if
Like her pelvis is tilted
Yeah.
forward?
She's sucking it in at the bottom.
There you go. We solved the mystery. She's just sucking it in.
She's like popping the pelvis.
Okay.
Before Solo, I shouldn't be talking shit because I have no ass. You know what? I should be talking smack because I probably look like her. I have no butt. You know
What? There's no way you have no butt.
I have no booty.
Don't
make me show it.
Believe that.
I'm not gonna show you, but
Okay. All right.
hey,
I
if
agree
we
with
get
what they
another
call me,
super
Bruce.
chat, hey, if we get more super chats, I'll show it. I mean, not. I will not.
That kind of channel. I gotta change this to like not
bad. Never mind. Take that after the show.
After post show maybe.
After hours.
It does give Gwen Stefani vibes. Okay, so overall, are we all kind of unanimous? We're going Dust Wars.
Show the cake.
I'm going with the assless.
You're going assless? All right.
I go with the right on this one.
Yeah, Dust Wars. Dust Wars.
No, bad.
Let's take a look. All right, Legion of Monsters going for $15. Dust Wars is going for $3. So the assless wonder wins. She's got the vote. A 9.8 going for $128. So yeah, there you go. This show is going so nuts. Okay. You included Torchy! Jen! Oh.
Nice.
Go ahead, Jen. Sorry, I'll shut up.
So I figured, how can we not include these two blondes on white covers? Laura, Bill Ward's Torchy #1 from 1991, and then Sally Forth is from 95.
Nice.
It's #8 by Adam.
Torchy. This is like the best book ever. That is the sexiest book. Yes. Obviously, guys, if you follow Bird City Comics, we did an homage to this. And I remember talking to Anthony. I was like, I want to do an homage to Torchy, but it has to be done on the right title, A. But the only artist I could picture doing it was Carla Cohen. I'm like, she's the only one that I think would really pay it justice and kind of make it her own at the same time. Because you don't just want like a copy. You want somebody that can make it their own. And she did such a good job with the Crave #1 book. Jen, thank you for including this.
But you would over Adam Hughes?
Hell yes. No, 100%. I would take Torchy. No question for me.
I came across a Sally Forth from the 70s at, what was that book show called?
The Antiquarian.
It was like an antiquarian book show. And not protected at all, just sitting on a table, had a Sally Forth. It was the one with like Tarzan type character. It was all beaten up. I got excited though. I've never seen a Sally Forth like in person.
Yeah, they're tough.
He wanted a couple $100 for it, and I was like,
you could have negotiated it.
He was firm on all of his prices.
Ugh.
Yeah, Sally's definitely tough. Yeah, it's a tough one to find, but my heart belongs to Olivia. I can't cheat on her. Sarah, say something.
I'm admiring the beauty. I would, I can see, Torchy. It's such a classic, like, sexy cover. And it kind of goes along with your first book, the one with the spanking involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's something about like the ass up, a little hint of nipple, but not too much. Like even her just biting her finger. It's so well done.
Yes. Look at Britt has a pick too.
Yeah, Britt, you went with Laura's picking. Yeah, I know which one's worth more, but Lucy, what would you pick?
No, Torchy for sure. So,
Yeah.
So beautiful. Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are all going to regret that in a second. Okay, here we go. 9.8 of Torchy is going for roughly $200. I think if you can snag it up for under $200, it's a steal. I highly recommend doing that. A fine cover is going for $37. On the right,
exactly.
Huh?
No, exactly what Solo said. Like this side boob, just a little bit of, but not too much. Like it's just so sexy. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's very pinup. I like that type of art, but 9.6 is going for roughly $400 for the Sally Forth. And as Jen was saying, those are tough to find in the wild. I've seen one once, but it was slabbed. I've never seen a raw. So can't go wrong either way. Next up, what do we have on the left?
So these two come out tomorrow. There's so many covers of Vampirella 66. So this is just cover A by Perillo. I had to include something of Vampirella on our part 1 of a multi-part series because there's just so many.
I always did. I almost picked the Vampirella one. It was a Mexican one. But I was like, no, we have cover Vampirella. I need to go different. Yeah. So yeah.
Same.
And then Penthouse Comics comes out tomorrow also. There's so many covers. There's a Decal cover. There's is there 2 bagged or 1 bagged? But figured just so you guys know they're coming out tomorrow. And
didn't Penthouse get some shit for having an AI cover?
Yes, there's an AI cover that is one of the higher. Well, wait, I think it was gonna. Is it a ratio or it was open order?
I just remember I thought they were gonna pull it because of the backlash that they got from the community.
No, they just made it something. Is it allocated or something? I don't know.
I love the Vampirella again, like you said, Perillo. Look at the way he draws boobs; they look real. Yeah. They're big, but they're like big, but then they just look real. That's something that it just and that head, dude. Holy moly, that is.
Is that an homage, Lucy? Is this supposed to be? Is that supposed to be like the Jesus pose?
She is. It does, yeah. But then also, like, we've seen a head before like that in another horror cover, but I can't remember what it was. But she is posing like Jesus, yes, and with the little thing in the back.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, which one are you guys picking up?
Right.
Left.
Oh, you're right, Namash.
I'll go right.
Right one got some really.
Assuming it's an actual artist, like you said, I don't like that AI.
No, the one on the right is
Virgin Mary. Yes, Virgin Mary.
The one on the right is Matteo Scaleria. They're all artists except for one, and the one that's the AI looks like it's an AI.
Yeah, I don't know. The Super Bowl had all those AI ads. Oh, thank you, Audie. Thank you, Audie. The Super Bowl had all those AI ads, and I actually put a post on my feed about this because like AI scares the shit out of me. I just think it's one of those things that eventually you just can't control. So I guess it's a whole nother show. But for the time being, I'm kind of like just trying. And I understand that AI is involved in everything around us right now, but it's growing at such a rapid speed. It scares the shit out of me.
It's everywhere. It's on Instagram now. It's on I use Canva for editing and stuff like that, like my stuff that I do, and it's there too. Like it's just at Microsoft everywhere. It's everywhere.
Instagram.
Sarah, look at that. The right's Norman Rockwell homage. So I like that even better. I would go Norman Rockwell. I don't like when they take that take on Virgin Mary. It's not my thing.
I would have never known until somebody pointed out. I mean,
it looks familiar, but I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Now that you pointed out, I'm like, holy crap, that is. But I mean, it's sexy. I mean, I like the I like the whole blood aspect of it. That's kind of like that's her costume.
It kind of irritates me though, because we were working with Dynamite not too long ago, and they made it so that you had to make sure that her butt was covered. They basically told us to tame up Vampirella's costume, which Vampirella literally is empowered by her sexuality, but they had you covering her underboob, and this one's not covering it. So I'm curious if maybe they're loosening the reins on that, because I think a lot of people were like, how are we supposed to create this character if you won't allow us to represent the character?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Cosplayers you see, they're not covering up. They're wearing like a ribbon.
Yeah, I think it was because they got partnered. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep going. Was that it?
No, there's one more.
There's one more. Okay. Oh my gosh, this Sozo mic is so sick, but go ahead, Jen.
So you have 3 artists here. You have Shui, you have Sozomika, and you have Dekal, right? On the right. So the Titans number 9 is coming out in March. So I think February 25th is or ballpark around there is the FOC. So number 9, Shui. In the middle, you have Sozomika. That was just on FOC Sunday. So that's cool. And then
I have to say something on the middle one. But
and then the one on the right is Amazon's Attack number 5, cover B by Irvin Rodriguez.
Beautiful.
Okay,
the middle. The middle. Doesn't she look like Beyonce?
She does.
How Beyonce has blonde hair right now. Doesn't she look like her?
Isn't Beyonce going country too?
She
is.
I
don't like her. Sorry, I know
I don't like her either.
But I'm not a fan.
Beyonce.
I even less like a country Beyonce. Like,
oh,
that's why I thought I couldn't like her.
She I mean, I was okay. Wait, so real quick, out of these 3 that are upcoming, which one are you guys more drawn to? The chat's already
middle for me.
It does, but I like Starfire too. Like, but then at the same, I don't know, the middle. Honestly, the middle.
I go with Beyonce. Beyonce.
I don't like Beyonce.
I don't see Beyonce. I don't see it.
Beyonce.
Look her up. How she looks like right now with the blonde hair.
Her face is different though. I actually like the middle better.
Eyebrows is the eyebrow. The eyes is the eyes and the hair that it just gives me Beyonce. Yeah. But yeah, everybody likes.
What would you go with, Jen? You need to answer that question too.
I like Shui a lot. Like, I don't know. I follow him on Instagram. I mean, all 3 of these are amazing. And it seems like these are all going to be cover price. So it'd be super easy to pre-order and be able to get them all. But if I gun to head can only pick one, I pick Shui.
Well, if I have to pick one, I'll go with Wonder Woman, but the Amazon, I think. But it's because it's not. What's her name? Yara Flor.
Yeah.
It gives me only because like her face, the hair, the way, like the pose, it gives me like 70, like 50. I don't know, that era, like the vibes.
Do you know what we should do is in June or July, like after these have released and have been out, see how they're doing.
Dude, I would love that. And guys, there's 60 of you here right now. So if you would like us to do a part 2 next week, if we can squeeze it in.
Sure.
Yeah, why not? Post VD day. We could do another show. And if you guys are liking, because we had a hard time narrowing it down to just this week's. And if you're enjoying the show, please leave a comment after the show ends and we'll do that. Better yet, like what Lucy was saying earlier, if you have any that you want us to include, DM us.
So many.
There's so
many.
Yes. Farrah Fawcett vibes. Yes, Adi. Yes.
Agreed. Okay, that was it for us tonight. But like I just said, if you guys want a part 2, the girls and I are down. So just make sure you message, leave a comment after the show ends. In the meantime, make sure you're following Cover Price. Use code Nirvana14 for 30 days unlimited membership. And Bird City Comics, we do have our Feral #1 Run the Jewels cover launching tomorrow. Again, if you are interested in that book, I think it's going to do pretty well. So make sure you're subbed to the text line so you have a better shot of not forgetting. We'll just send out a text like a minute before it goes live so that you can be ready on the site. Girls, anything to add before we call it?
Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I hope everybody has a safe, fun Valentine's. If you are not with somebody, if you're single, maybe call a friend. It doesn't have to be a girl. Go out with a buddy, go hang out at home. I don't know, have some drinks. Don't be alone. But at the same time, because before us, we were like, Valentine's ain't, we can just celebrate any other day, but if you feel a little lonely, don't be lonely. Call a friend.
Well said, Lucy. Sarah?
Yeah. Lots of love to all of you ladies and to all of you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for participating. And yeah, lots of love to everyone. Big love.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. That kind of has dual meaning tonight. Happy hunting, guys. All right. If you guys want part 2 after this video ends, as soon as it's closed off, put part 2 in the comments and we will oblige. Have an awesome Valentine's Day. We'll see you next week. Bye. Bye.